Today we watched a I think it's called a classic movie. Is that a good word for to describe it? Classic?
I don't know. It's like 2017, so I
Yeah.
don't know if that's like counts as a classic.
I mean, it was better than a lot of stuff I've seen the last few years, you know?
It knows what it
And
is.
it's called,
Yeah,
yeah, and it used what it could. And it is Velociraptor.
you got it wrong. It's Velocipastor.
I was gonna do a thing.
Okay, my bad.
Can I finish?
Go ahead.
This this dude, bro. And it is Velociraptor. But wait, he's a pastor. Fusion?
Oh my god, this is so cringe. So cringe. I'm not gonna have this.
Velocipastor. Pastor from 2017. A simple movie about a man who's a pastor. He's got a loving mom and dad. He's a child. And he works in for God. And his parents die in a tragic VFX accident. And, his life changes forever as he
Goes to China.
looks for something. Because, like, when you watch your parents die in front of you in a VFX explosion, your
Bro,
life changes forever. And
it was so horrible they couldn't show it. But
mhm.
I saw it all in my head, and I saw it all on his screen. It was very powerful.
And he took time to go to China. And there, while he was walking through the Chinese woods, he met a Chinese lady who was being hunted down, shot with an arrow through the heart. And she gave him like a little claw. He didn't know what it was. And she's like, Dragon Warrior.
By the way, you know that thing about that claw? I thought that claw was gonna be more relevant throughout the film, but no. They just used it in that scene for him to become a velociraptor.
Well, so we don't. So the claw, as she died, it like burned him, and his blood mixed with it, and I guess
I
it gave
know,
him
I
the
know,
Velociraptor. But then he passed out. And
but
then we wake up. He's
but
back in
dude,
America. And
you would think that a simple plot for the movie would be like for the bad guys to want to get their hands on the claw, but no, they just kind of use that claw for that scene, and then he's just a dinosaur for the rest of the movie.
so the bad guys, technically, they're the good guys. They
Are
want to
they?
destroy the claw because it's dangerous, but they're also killers, and they want to kill people to get to it.
Yeah,
They work for God too.
no,
So
they're the Foot Clan basically. I
yeah,
think, yeah.
and pretty much once he passes out, we wake up back in America. We don't know how long it's been, but his pastor friend was like, "Yo, you keep having that dream about the claw. Man, you gotta get over it."
Wait. By that logic, how did he pass out in China and end up back in
Yeah,
America?
because someone was trying to kill him too. So
No, no, no. No.
we can assume
No,
he turned
he
into
had,
a time.
no, that's so. Here's the thing. They wanted to show that whole China sequence kind of like a flashback.
We could just assume that was the first time he turned into a vulture
Yeah.
because he passed out, and then I guess he woke up in the woods and was like, "Oh, okay." So he's back home, and pretty much we get to the main story is now he is pastor who can turn into a velociraptor. And they introduce some other characters. We
Velocipastor.
have, we have the local town prostitute. What's her name?
Carol.
Carol. She's possibly one of the stars if it wasn't for her pimp.
Wait. The pimp is named Frankie Mermaid, and he's the best character in this whole movie.
And he's got a hat on, but then he takes his hat off. He has a comb over for a few strands, so he's bald up top.
Yeah,
And
he's
he's got
bald
a
up
comb
top,
over.
and on the side he has long hair.
Yeah,
Honestly, he's a great
and
character. Best character that I've seen so far.
expressive and emotion. The first time he sees Carol, he slaps the shit out of her. Backhand. Boom. Bitch, what I told you.
Real professional, like a real professional. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't ask me questions. And the funny part was he slapped her when she was like he was like, don't tell me what to do, and she was asking him what she has to do.
And then the next time we see him, he's at confessional, and pretty much he confesses to our main priest guy that he killed his parents.
No, 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 no. The next thing that we see is Carol is out in the woods, and she gets attacked.
We see next time we see him.
Oh my bad. Yeah. The next.
I'm not going through everything.
No, when I'm not either. But the next thing is that.
No, it sounds like you are.
No, I'm just trying to. Okay.
You
So
trying to what?
the next scene, the hooker is.
I'm not going scene by scene.
Bro,
She's a prostitute.
don't
She's
make
not a
this about you, all right? Okay, it's same thing.
It's my week. It's my week.
Okay, the next thing they is where the it's where they meet up, where the characters meet up. So the hooker is at the woods for some reason. She's just smoking a cigarette out in the woods. Some guy comes up behind her. And he's like, "Give me the money," and she's like, I don't have anybody. They don't pay me. I'm like a free hooker, I guess." And
She's not a hooker. She's a prostitute. Bro, this is my week. We're not doing every little scene.
no, but here's the thing: when she's being attacked, and that's when they shown us for the first time the pastor attacking the mugger, and he kills him.
And then he wakes up in her bed.
Yeah, and then he wakes up in her bed. Yeah, and that's how they meet, basically. The hooker and the pastor.
And he thinks they fucked. But then she tells him, hey, we didn't fuck.
First of all, she doesn't fuck.
First of all, Ash, it's called they made love. Okay, we don't use words like that, bro, around here. Okay, they made love during that night. Okay.
So yeah, that's the beginning of their relationship, and then next time we see the pimp, he's confessing to the pastor about all the stuff he does. You know, pimping, drugs, murder, and he's
Killing people, yeah.
He's like, last time I was at this church, I killed 2 old people in front of there, and their son came running out crying and screaming. And then, you know, the pastor got mad. He turned just his arms into T-Rex arms. Pretty much got a confession out of him of who did it, and then killed him. And then he told the Carol, she's like, "Oh my gosh, you're my hero. You set me free. Now I'm yours, Daddy." And then we get like a little. Oh, they don't start dating yet, but
No.
they get
Yeah,
dating. And there's the whole thing with the other pastor. We get some backstory on him, his sad story about his life,
Well, that
more. And
yeah.
I'm not going in order. I don't care. So we're doing all that stuff, and look, there's a lot of random stuff. But I think the main part about this movie, it was a $32,000 budget, and they did a great job with everything.
They did. It was very entertaining. I'll give it that. And
especially for 2018, because that wouldn't even cover wardrobe.
no, the movie is good because right at the beginning it sets the tone with his parents being murdered in front of him, and they don't show it. They
literally says VFX explosion.
Yeah, or car on fire, VFX car on fire or something like that, right? Yeah. And
goes to China, it's just in the back, like in someone's backyard, and they just write China, and they just throw one lady, just like
they were in China. You know how much tickets to China cost for probably like the 5-person crew that went?
And instead,
probably 2,000 each.
And instead of having huts, they have like camping tents. And they probably use like I said, a lot of tomato soup for the blood in this movie.
Blood.
Okay, sure, buddy.
You've never seen blood before. Like, go to a hospital.
It wasn't even tomato soup. It was just tomato.
It was blood.
No, but they probably
seen blood before either.
They probably went to like a Burger King and stole all the ketchup packets, like a lot of them, and that's how they made the movie.
That was real blood. That's why the actor looked disgusted when they touched him, because he was like, "It's someone else's blood."
The main actor was good too. You know what? This movie was surprisingly good, like actor performances. Even though it's super cheesy, a super campy movie, but the actors were good in it.
Yeah, the whole I guess the whole premise of the movie, besides the actual storyline, was that it's a cheap movie, but like you said, they did a surprisingly good job. It's better than like like what's that movie with Jamie Foxx and
Cameron
what's the fuck?
Diaz,
Yeah, it's better than that.
bro, it is better than that. It's a shame. It really is like a brutal face slap that this movie is better than that stupid
Yeah,
ass Netflix movie.
yeah.
Better ending.
Bro, and not only that, these two actors that I never known had more sexual chemistry than Cameron Diaz and Jamie Foxx, which
Mhm.
shouldn't be together in the same scene at all.
Speaking of them, I think one of the best things they did was the sex scene they had between them. And like you said, it wasn't sex; it was making love.
That's where
They really put a lot of effects into it to show like their whole relationship, the moments from where they met, the stuff we didn't see on screen, just them having fun, getting to know each other.
like eating ice
Which
cream.
was fun. It was like it was really like a Spider-Man type. I feel like that Spider-Man Mary Jane type feel.
Bro, don't get me started on that bitch. I hate that girl, and I don't like that. I don't like that relationship. Gwen Stacy was better, and everybody knows it.
Is she the one that Spider-Man
No,
didn't catch?
no, you're thinking of
Yeah.
another girl. You're thinking of another girl. I don't know. Right? No.
Spider-Man 3,
He he literally has webs. He could have caught her.
Okay, buddy.
He chose not to. He can shoot webs out of both hands, and he was like, eh, risk reward.
even if he would have chosen both hands, she, she still would have died because he was slow.
Oh, that's because he's the worst Spider-Man. But anyways, back to the story. So yeah, there's this evil organization with like I don't know, like 7 people, but they supposedly run the world, and they've been hunting this veloci the Velociraptor for
They call him the
however
Dragon
long.
Warrior. The Dragon Warrior.
He's not a dragon.
I know. Okay.
He's a dinosaur.
But they were like Dragon Warrior.
Alright.
But
So
the thing is, the funny thing is, the head of the organization of the ninjas, the Foot Clan, it's like a Chinese guy that
Yeah.
keeps speaking Chinese, even though nobody understands him, and
And
nobody
somehow,
around him understands him.
even though he can speak English, he still chooses not to.
He just likes to flex. I think, yeah,
Yeah.
this character is like the movie flexing. Hey, we got one Chinese guy that can actually speak it, so he's just gonna speak it all the time.
oh,
And
too,
then they got
the
Korean, one Korean just for a small scene where he just thinks about one girl and just dies.
Oh, that scene was good, dude. Honestly, this movie is great. I honestly liked it. It has a bunch of little scenes that are funny and very cheesy and campy, and it's just good.
it's
And
like
the brother,
so
like the brother was always there in all the scenes.
Yeah,
Never showed up.
he has like the right hand man to the guy of the Foot Clan is literally his brother, and they show him in the past. The parents pretty much ignore him. You
They
see
were
them
like,
hug.
son. And meanwhile, he's there.
Uh,
And then he was like, I won't stain this sword with with your blood. And he was like, and his line was, we had same ancestor, then kills him. Which he do when he chooses to.
so like you said, this movie, like for a cheap movie, I think of The Room. Like people love The Room for some reason. I don't,
This
but
was better than that.
that was written terribly, and the acting was actually terrible. This it actually had. It's not like the story wasn't good. It wasn't good, but it wasn't bad. It had. If I'm sure if they had more time, it could have been better.
Oh,
This is
oh,
like
oh, flashback about the pastor guy.
yeah.
the alley guy. He just keeps saying random shit like, "I have 11 kids. No, 15. Name one on me."
Yeah.
And then tells him, like, "Hey, your dad knew a soldier. He was Ali," and then smile at him like I. It was like just some bullshit words, and then he just dies.
Yeah.
No, and then his wife dies in front of him. His
Yeah.
on a landmine. She explodes on a landmine in front of him.
It's like, why is she out here?
Exactly. They don't even explain why she's out there.
She's out in Vietnam while they are fighting Viet Cong. And the funny and she blows right in front of him, and the other two soldiers are like, it's too late for her. Like, bro, she's not even there anymore. It's just her leftover.
They have technology, okay?
No, you know what's funny? This movie has like three locations: the church,
Yeah.
the forest, and then the inside of the hooker's apartment.
And well, okay, so they do go to a hospital, but we only see one room.
Bro, they smoke in the hospital. That's not a hospital.
They go to that guy who summons the
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's like the bootleg Doctor Strange. He's like bootleg Doctor Strange. Yeah, he shows up and he does like an exorcism on him.
and then the bedrooms. They may have filmed all of this in like one apartment.
Yeah, that's what I said. They got one house. They got one house, the church, and a bunch of forests.
It's like, is there a bedroom in your church with a window? Yeah, no, there. Okay, perfect. We can use that.
They did it well. That's the whole thing. That they. It's like it's about servicing the silly concept of the movie, and they do it well.
Like you said, the way they started with the VFX explosion was it set the mood perfectly.
Exactly. Yeah.
And the girl was there, she was like, I'm fine. And then she calls him like, hey, I'll whisper it into your ear.
Yes.
I'm fine. And then they put it on the screen. She's fine.
Yeah, she's fine. Don't worry about it. And let me tell you something. It's weird how like a B-rated movie or campy movie like this actually has a good relationship, like presentation, because the girl and the pastor, they fit together and they actually do it like tastefully. You know what I mean? Like the relationship works out. You feel that they like each other at least.
It wasn't forced. They slowly built the
Yeah.
chemistry. Like they started working together, talking out, and then suddenly he's like trying to like put his hand behind her.
So I think though one thing we got or afterwards is the music. So they had one band, we don't know who, but they played most of the music for this song. And look,
I liked it.
yeah, they weren't bad.
It's like pop punk from like the 2000s, Tony Hawk era kind of music. And it's kind of cool. Actually, some parts of this movie, they fully just make it like a music video in a way, you know?
And it worked.
And it works.
And the songs were written for this movie, clearly, because it's about
Yeah.
what's happening on there. So
When he travels to China, they play a song about traveling.
yeah. The when he's driving in that car, he's like, ghosts, I see demons or something.
Yeah.
The song when they're having sex, the song at the end, like I'm pretty, like you said, the director probably knows it's part of the band or something.
Yeah, exactly. They're a local band, or they're local bands that they know.
But everything on this was just like, it was surprisingly not bad. Like, because when you see like the movie poster for this, you're like, okay, I get what this is, but it's better than that, you know?
Yeah.
And then, like I was telling y'all, they're making a second one. I guess it started like 2 years ago, and I'm like,
So it's still in the crowdfunding.
yeah, because the guy was like, we have 5 times the amount of money.
Let me tell you
Yeah.
something though. I'm here on YouTube and I'm looking it up. There's a bunch of people that know this movie, and they're excited for the second one. Like,
I don't know what they'll do, because like like the whole the Terrifier movies.
mhm.
It was like the same thing, a cheap movie that was made. Then after the third one got hype, and then everyone loved the fourth one, but this came out and it made like millions, multi-millions of dollars, and they barely spent 100K on it.
That's good.
So I feel like it's these small movies like this that really like once it connects with the fans and are really willing to actually put their money in to make it so they can make another one. These are the type of movies that are gonna end up like what Terrifier is doing now.
No, so here's also the benefit because the thing is that normal movies, their fans are not like these kind of movies fans because these fans are like someone who appreciates these kind of things. So it's
Yeah.
kind of like niche market where they are willing to put in
Yeah.
money because it's something exclusively that they know that they love.
Yeah.
And the people who work there know that okay, this is our audience. So they stay faithful to them. Unlike Marvel, where it just becomes
Oh my God! Every time, bro. Did Marvel your family? Did Marvel kill your parents? What is it with you and Marvel? Everything goes back to them, bro. Like get the dick out of your mouth.
He gonna be at a funeral one. He's gone forever. Unlike Marvel,
Unlike Marvel, am I right, everybody?
they refused to stop the movie, so they turned back time, invented some dumb time travel, and brought it back. I'm glad he's dead. Stay dead. We don't want you. Nah, like so if they the second one, I don't know because so pretty much he's gonna be hunting the organization that was attacking them. That was what I got from some of the comments I read.
Bruh.
From the way the movie ended. So
If you bring up Marvel, I guess I can kind of see why you bring it up. It's because that low budget films like this sometimes could do a better job than like this huge budget films that we get nowadays.
but there's no. The problem is Marvel is now Disney, so they have agendas too. So that's this one doesn't have any agenda, so they can remain faithful to whatever new fans they have.
always instead of Marvel, I kind of said this because the real criminals are Disney.
no, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Fuck Walt Disney.
He's dead.
Good.
The new executives, fuck them.
What's his
Because
name?
this Walt Disney,
Or her, or her, or her.
I don't know, bro.
Well, Walt Disney was a racist.
That's why the shows were good.
Walt Disney was not a racist, okay? Those are false accusations. Please stop.
Well, you gotta remember he lived in a racist era, so
That doesn't mean you have to be racist.
this dude.
I
Chaos,
live in a racist
Chaos would be in Germany as a Nazi, saying to everybody, "Listen, we don't have to do this." Like, bro, do you know where you're at? You know who's our leader? Hitler. Like, bro, just
That's
follow
your
along.
That's your leader.
Chaos acting like he would be too progressive even for them. No, bro, you're raised by your environment, and
No,
that's how
that's
you
true.
act. But no, that's true. Okay.
I'm not out here drunk 24/7, slinging cocaine, okay? I raised my environment. My environment didn't raise me.
Okay, the Departed, literally. Okay.
So if they make a second one, would y'all see it?
Of
Like,
course,
obviously,
yeah.
this would. I'm assuming. I don't know where the first one came out at. Maybe like some film festival or something. But I'm assuming now at least they could get it on some streaming service.
I if they do make a second one, I hope they keep it around 1 hour and 20, 1 hour and 10. I hope
Yeah.
they don't try to expand it into this whole epic thing because that would kind of ruin it.
Well, that's what people are saying happened to Terrifier. Fourth movie, the biggest one yet. They're like, it's not really about the murder no more.
It's just there.
Yeah, so it depends. Like, I'm sure the second one, because it's been 6 years, I guess, or 7.
That's why you shouldn't listen.
So
That's why I don't think you should listen to fan bases because I imagine some fan bases are gonna be like, oh, you should expand this. This could be a whole universe. And then others are gonna be like, no, you should keep it simple for what it is, and that's why it's likable. So who are you gonna listen to? I think you should just listen, do what you think is best for the project.
Yeah. Well,
You
what
don't
you did
listen
for
to
the
the
first,
fans.
like, I'm sure he's grown since the first movie, but keep doing what y'all did for that. Because it was enjoyable movie. It wasn't like a cringy bad moment. You know, it was an easy watch too. I don't know about Solo though, but you know, for a group we can appreciate
No,
it.
I would enjoy this even if I watched it solo, honestly.
But you'd be high.
I was high when I was watching it. So
Me too.
yeah.
What about you, Last?
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
No, were you high?
Ash was drunk, okay? He does it the legal way.
Right, he's always drunk.
I don't know. I just drink a glass and then I just.
He's not even Indian.
You know
He's
what's the
just slurring his words.
you know what's the funny thing? This is the kind of movie that if you watch super drunk, you would think, did I imagine that? Or that's actually a movie? Because I was super drunk when I watched it. It was about a dinosaur priest. Am I getting that right? Uh, and he
Yeah.
hooked.
So I think the question's going to be when they make this second one, will they upgrade the suit? Because they eventually they had like a whole full dinosaur transformation. It wasn't like a. It was more than like one of those blow up suits. It was a different texture, but you could like see that guy standing up in it. So will they upgrade the suit, or will they stay faithful to what it was in the first movie?
Well, here's the thing. The thing is that once once a movie does a sequel and or they keep getting bigger or more movies, you kind of expect them to upgrade a little bit, but not to the point where it completely ruins it. You know?
He's gonna come out in a Marvel suit.
Yeah,
I'm the Velocipastor.
yeah. Like if they maybe use some bad CGI in some films in some of the scenes, I would probably like that. But really bad CGI, you know what I mean? Uh,
But can they even? But after the VFX thing, can they put CGI in this? See, that's the thing. More
Bruh,
money.
bruh, bruh. They could put the dinosaur from Toy Story 1. Literally the oldest movie, the oldest CGI movie, and just use that.
Like it will be interesting when it comes out. I'll keep y'all updated,
Bruh,
but
no, it's not that serious, though. It's not that serious, Joey.
it is that
It's
serious
not.
because I guess this is like I got a lot of people know about this. I didn't. I didn't hear about it till I told you what told me to watch it. I was like, okay, whatever. And you know, it wasn't a bad recommendation.
No, it wasn't. It was one of those campy movies that are just fun to watch. I kind of when you told the movie to Ash and Ash started saying the plot, I'm like, okay, this sounds pretty good already. It's a pastor that turns into a velociraptor. I'm in. Like I knew it was gonna be like a cheesy movie, so and they pulled it
But
off well.
I didn't know I'd find the true meaning of love from this movie.
Yeah, it's surprising how they have a good relationship in this movie. It's stupid.
Yeah. So hopefully both actors come back. Because I think
Nah,
everyone
nah.
else should be dead.
I
Everyone
think
else is dead.
they're
You
gonna
can't put good
upgrade.
actors in one.
I think they're gonna upgrade the girlfriend. Honestly,
Well, they can't do that.
I don't know if they're gonna change the main guy, but they're gonna update
No.
the girlfriend at least.
So that video I sent you, that's the same main guy. He's just got a beard. So I don't know if he had the beard when they were filming, but he's got a beard now. It's a beautiful beard. What? So what would you give this movie? What's your rating out of 10? Let's go. Let's start with Ash, the drunk.
The rating is uh, 5.5 out of 10.
Okay, okay. That was the most clear we've ever heard you too.
So that was a 4 out
Uh,
of 10. What did you say?
yeah.
5.5. Surprisingly, that's also what I was going to give it.
No, bro.
5.5.
What's your rating, Ash?
He said 5.5.
Yeah, it's well solid.
And I was saying that's what I was going to give it too, a 5.5.
Really?
Yeah. Like I said, it's not a good movie,
But it's
but
fun.
it has, yeah, that's fun, and everything about it would be an enjoyable.
Bro, you guys don't know true art when you see it. It's like you don't. This movie is a 7 out of 10. Easy. And I would recommend it to people. Literally, I would be like, yeah, go watch that film.
I
It was
I would
awesome.
recommend it. I'd recommend this too.
Yeah, that's why I'm bumping it to a 7. Because I would
Yeah.
recommend this to people. And go watch it. It's actually good.
Well, like I said, we have different definitions of good, but it is good. Not good enough for a 6, but it's good.
No, it's good enough for a 7, bro. Okay.
Like I'd say this is better than Shang-Chi and the
No way. No way.
by
This movie doesn't have
this movie
Aquafina, bro. She's our
she
queen.
would she would ruin this movie.
No, she would.
What if she was Carol? I'm okay.
You turned into a dinosaur.